Fix up this camera. What's up? What's up? Oh, my last day in Shanghai. Just came from the Russian embassy. Got my visa. It's time to go for a week. Got to go there for a week. Go for a week, and then I'm out of there. Basketball business. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, so what's today's December? What is today? The 8th? Today's December 8th. I'm just walking around. I just got through picking up the visa, so I'm just walking around, chilling, and bugging out on the price of BTC right now, the price of Bitcoin right now. Crazy, right? For those of you who not paying attention, I think it's at $17,000 right now. $17,000. What the hell for one Bitcoin? 17 grand for one Bitcoin. Think about that, man. That's some ridiculous ish, right? Can you imagine if you were buying Bitcoin at $3, huh? Or pennies? That's just crazy, man. That's just absolutely crazy, right? Ridiculous. I'm down here. I'm on the Bund. This is a part of Shanghai called the Bund. Pretty. Well, it's dropped a little bit now. What is it? It's down to 16. But what was today's high so far? Today's high was $17,000, right? Bitcoin, one Bitcoin, 17,000 effing dollars. That was today's high. It's backed up a little bit. You know, it's backed up a little bit now. It's 16 something. I mean, there is obviously there's a pullback coming. You know, I don't know when. Maybe when it hits 20,000. Maybe when it hits 20,000, we'll get a pullback. But right now, this thing is just mooning. This thing is off to the races. I've told so many people, just buy a piece, and they looked at me like I was crazy. Oh man, I'm just beside myself. I remember we were predicting back in June. It's windy out here. Whoa, it's windy out here. Crazy. Oh, I was back in about May. I think we were all speculating that by the end of the year, Bitcoin would be between 6 and 10,000. Yeah. So much for those speculations, right? So much for those speculations. This thing is it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Yeah, because now the institutional money is moving in. The institutional money is moving in quickly, nice and fast. So, yeah, with the institutional money moving in, the rates are just, it didn't even, yesterday I think it did $2,000. It did $2,000 in one day. It went from like 14 to 16 in like one day. And yesterday the same thing, right? We're at 17,000 now, man. That's just crazy, man. That's so what? 20 grand by 25 grand? 25 grand by Christmas. Whatever, yeah, that thing they call Christmas. Yeah. 20 grand by then. Man, it's only the institutions to blame, right? I mean, if fiat currencies weren't so overinflated, if they weren't ripping us off in the banks, not giving us any return on our deposits, using our money to trade with and make money, and then they only give us what? I don't use banks anymore. It's been like 4 years since I've used a bank. I don't have no money in the bank. I only carry those paper money with those dead presidents on it, dead criminals or whatever. I only carry that when I need to, yeah, like spend now. But I keep everything in crypto. I keep everything in crypto. So, man, it's just ridiculous. If we were getting decent rates, because why should I know if I keep money in the bank, we're not getting anything on it, right? It's dead. It's just, it benefits them. It doesn't benefit us. So I only use cash whenever, because I need to live in this world, right? I need to live in this world, so I got to get out of crypto and get into fiat. But if maybe Bitcoin wouldn't be so expensive right now if the system wasn't robbing us blind like they're doing on a regular basis. I mean, if the dollar wasn't so overinflated, right? If the Canadian dollar, the Hong Kong dollar, the yuan, right? All these dollars weren't so overinflated, then maybe Bitcoin wouldn't be worth so much, right? Maybe Bitcoin wouldn't be worth so much if all these dollars weren't so overinflated. But man, I mean, we get nothing in return when the money is in the bank. What do you get? I don't know. I don't use banks anymore. I haven't used a bank in fucking 3 years? I don't know. What do you get in the bank when your money is in the bank? 5% a year? No. What, 2, 3? I don't know. Right? Here in crypto, I'm getting 1% a day. 1% a day. I said, listen to what I said, 1% a day. But I've been around crypto for a couple of years now, right? A few years. So, I understand this game inside and out, right? But it's the system's fault, in my opinion, why Bitcoin is the price it is now. Because if the fiat currencies, the Canadian dollars, the Hong Kong dollar, Australian dollar, US dollars, if they weren't so riddled with fees and taxes and inflation, right? If they weren't so, corrupted with fees and all that, the high inflation and taxes, and we were getting value on our deposits in the bank, right? If we were getting good value on our deposits in the bank, if we were getting 10, 15%, respectable percentage where people can afford to hold that currency, right? Where people could feel good that I'm getting a decent return on my money in the bank. So yeah, I have confidence in the bank. Then Bitcoin, I don't think would be has as much value as it does now, and cryptocurrencies, right? Because that if people would put their money in the banks because they're getting decent returns, right? They would believe in the banking system more, have more faith in the banking system, right? But that's not the case. That is not the case. It's not the case. So, now the news has popularized Bitcoin. They try to put a bad light on it, right? It passed that. They try to sabotage it with all these news. We have so-called financial gurus, saying bad things about Bitcoin and, why it's the devil's money. And, well, there's still a lot of ignorant people out there that think Bitcoin is the devil's money. I've heard some comments online, man, it's just crazy. But, if the value was there, I don't think Bitcoin would be worth so much right now. Right? The dollar, the fiat currencies would be competing a lot better, I think, right? But the fiat currencies just aren't competing right now with crypto. And people are realizing that. And as these cryptocurrency use cases that sits on top of the blockchain, as more and more of them start to mature and come to market, people are finding, other places to invest in crypto. People are becoming awoke. People are waking up because just the last month, Bitcoin has gone from what? It's like 4,000 or 5,000 in the 1 month increase in 1 month alone. That's crazy. right? In 1 month alone. So there's a big, right now, there's just a big, so much money coming into it. It's ridiculous, man. It's just absolutely ridiculous, the amount of money coming in right now. I mean, whew, crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's, yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. Pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm out here just walking around. I just got my visa. I leave Shanghai tomorrow. I may have to come back to China because I got to go to Canada, and I need to probably have to go back to Beijing when I leave Russia. Go back to Beijing, take care of some paperwork, and then I can go to Canada. I don't know. I'm just got to make this trip, get this trip out of the way first, and then yeah. So I'm done here. My last day. Just picked up my visa. Out walking about. Have nothing to do. Free as a bird in the tree. I want to do another video I want to go by the temple. I want to go by Jing'an Temple. It's a pretty awesome temple. Do a video there. Yeah, but I'm just out here walking around now to say what's up to everybody. My channel is picking up a little bit. I'm starting to market a little bit. You know, I was just loading up videos. I really haven't been marketing, you know, but started to do a little bit of marketing. I got to obviously put my head around that a little bit more, because now that I'm leaving and I won't have any more fiat revenue stream, I don't have any more jobs, so I don't have any more fiat revenue streams. All my revenue streams are in crypto. So yeah, now it's in my best interest to start marketing, promoting these cryptocurrencies, because I'm a crypto dude, right? I'm crypto baller, right? I got to start marketing crypto now because it's in my best interest for all these coins to increase in price. So I'm going to be driving you nuts with crypto, because I'm holding quite a few coins. I'm holding coins all across the spectrum, right? So it's in my best interest and other crypto heads' best interest for these coins to increase in value. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of marketing. So yeah, you're gonna get tired of me because I'm coming at you. I have nothing else to do now. There's no more basketball job. There's no more, so I need something to focus on, something to keep me busy. All right. And yes, so I'll be doing a lot more promoting crypto. Of course, I'm gonna be traveling. That's always. Click that subscribe button, guys. Subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe, so you can get updates on more of the videos that I bring to you. See, I'm doing a much better job with the camera. It's not hitting the ground much anymore. I'm holding it up a lot more. I got a little selfie stick now, right? Got a little selfie stick, so it's kind of cool. I'm getting into this video thing now. It's pretty cool. And it's great when I do have this, in my hands, because then people don't want nobody to take pictures of them, right? But they be taking pictures of me like crazy, man. Snap. Yeah. So with this is like my defense. It's a beautiful thing. It's like my defense. I walk around with this. Nobody wants a camera point on them, so nobody takes pictures. It's all good. But it's a nice day out here. Beautiful. It's about what is it now? 10? What time is it? Oh, it's 11. It's almost 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. here in Shanghai. Back in my neck of the woods in the west, it's almost 11 a.m. at night there. So yeah. Anyway, subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Click that like button. Hey, you can click the hate button too. It's your prerogative. But subscribe so you get updates so when I'm coming back. But yes, Bitcoin, what, 25,000 by December? I said 20, but we're already at 17. We're already at 17,000. You know, it's jumped like 4,000 in the last 2 days. 350, 300, 3,005, 4,000 in the last 2 days. Ridiculous. And I'm still in Shanghai, my last day, leaving tomorrow. Already got flights, just picked up my passport, my visa, out here walking around, enjoying the day. It's a little cold, a little nippy, as you can see. Everybody is decked out in coats. All right, but a beautiful day, nonetheless. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Okay, all right. Subscribe.